Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. As men, we have to build value. Women, they just have to preserve it. That's not alpha, bro! Dude, what is this, 2005?
Money and looks can get you in the door, but game is what keeps you on our mind. She's not your co-pilot, she's your flight attendant.
Wait a minute. You actually thought you were the only guy she was fucking?
But she told me she loved me.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to the 810th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity. It is Monday, November 29th of 2021. It is good to have you in today. As always, we are streaming live to multiple platforms: Facebook, MGTOW.tv, the Male-O-Sphere.tv, DLive, YouTube, Twitch, and of course, in crystal clear, high-resolution 4K to SharpStream, which is where I stream all of my premium content for free on the app, which can be downloaded for Android or iOS or SharpStream, or at sharpstream.com. So however you are watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharp Reality Live a part of your daily routine. Guys, be sure to get your hands on my free ebook, 14 Questions She'll Ask You on the First Date and How to Correctly Respond. It is absolutely free. Just go to donovansharp.com/newsletter. Put in your very best email and the book is yours. Guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Every so often, YouTube will do sort of a purge. If you haven't watched my show in a little while, or for whatever reason, you guys know how the powers that be treat my channels, they will unsubscribe you unbeknownst to you. So usually once a month or so, I'll have devs send out an email or a push notification to the SharpStream app holders, just reminding you, hey, you may have been unsubscribed, so please go ahead and subscribe. So do like it says on the screen. Hit the subscribe button, then go over to the bell, click the bell, then scroll down to where it says all. That way, you will be notified via push notifications on YouTube that I have indeed gone live. If all else fails, by downloading the SharpStream app, pardon me. Oh, very good. Yeah, so download the SharpStream app. If you download the SharpStream app, you will get push notifications every time I go live on any platform at all, including YouTube. So that is what we're doing here for you. Be sure to sign up for my Patreon, guys. Go to patreon.com/DonovanSharp. Access to past shows, the archive, Sharp Shorts, Ask Donovan Q&A, my weekend Zoom calls, videos banned on multiple platforms, as well as access to SharpStream, and of course, huge discounts. Huge discounts on courses. Go to patreon.com/DonovanSharp. Okay, that is all of the shilling I am going to do for now. Shout out to my snipers on the SharpStream side. All 9 of you in there. Dre Raven, Jay Blaze, and IFLR. Good to see you in here. First time seeing you in here. Appreciate that. Shout out to my sharpshooters on the YouTube side. Joshua Mays said, just finished that show. Yeah, man, this is going to be a good one. Some dumb guy. Good to see you in here. Coach Yaku. Good to see you in here, man. I haven't seen you in here in a little while. Yeah, Black Wolf Inc. with the $5 super chat. Appreciate that very much. He says, this breakdown is going to be the usual classic. Let's go, because we all know the RP knowledge.
Over 9,000!
It's over 9,000. Appreciate that. Street Fighter 88 says, just got off work. Perfect timing. Very good. Dirty Dan is in the house. King Life says, I just realized Fresh has hit new heights. Everyone is talking about him. If I ever get a Lambo, I'm not showing it because the haters will always hate. Yeah, man, like Fresh has hacked the algorithm. He's hacked the algorithm. I, of course, will be in Miami. I will be in Miami from tomorrow through Friday. My flight, I like having afternoon flights. My flight takes off, I think, at like 3 o'clock or something like that. I land in Miami at 5:30, so I don't have to get up super early. I can get up, I can get my workout in, I can get my work done, take my time, get to the airport, and not have to rush. King Life also says the hate is so high, a few people, even a few supporters, are going to be banned when seen later today. Wow. Okay. Black Wolf Inc. says also, TLA is breaking down your video on the Abba and Preach debacle. Too many morons are being anti-fresh and fit when they barely have the same success. Back to the show. I did not know that. That would actually be something I would love to jump in on. I actually made an appearance on TLA a few days ago, and I had a lot of fun. Shout out to Eric Little. Welcome to Chat Privileges. Appreciate that. At Eric Little, to welcome him to the TSR family. Eric, if you would, put your age and location in the chat. Nothing proprietary, just your age, city and state, city, state, country in the chat, in case one of us happens to be in your neck of the woods, your neighborhood. Maybe you guys can meet up for a beer or something like that. Again, we know that finding like-minded individuals in this community is very, very difficult. So let's go ahead and get a location. Let's get an age and location check-in in the chat. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe someone in the chat lives right down the street from you, or it's maybe one town over. Maybe they're your next door neighbor. You never know. OG, $2 super chat says, "What's up, Donovan? I am playing." He says, "I am playing Tenkaichi 3 Best DBZ." I don't think I ever played Dragon Ball Z. Teddy KGB says, "Caught that Black Friday sale on courses. I hit a lick. Thanks, fam." Yeah, today is the last day. Today is the last day because I have slashed all my prices on all my courses. Like, yeah, it's like 60% off. It's like 60% off. So if you ever wanted to get your hands on one of my courses, today would be the day to do it, because at midnight, the prices are going right back to where they were. Jay Blaze. Jay Blaze says elite level. Okay, I hear my phone ringing, but I don't see my phone. Jay Blaze says elite level game, TSR, and the 6 are the best. I appreciate that very, very much. Appreciate that. Eric Little says 50 years from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Appreciate that very, very much. All right, guys, before I get into the Kevin Samuels video, I would like to discuss. I'd like to discuss a little bit. I'd like to discuss something. Pardon me. That a lot of men do. And listen, I've been guilty of it. I've even been guilty of it myself. To be quite honest with you. Hang on one second. There we go. Perfect. There we go. There we go. And I'm not going to waste any time here. Something a lot of guys do, specifically in this community, when it comes to a woman's beauty, is switch off our ability to compartmentalize the way we feel about any particular woman and the way a woman actually looks. If we're feeling some type of way about a particular female we see on YouTube or some article or video, we like to throw around phrases like, she's not that hot, or she's not even that attractive. And to that end, I say, stop the cap. Stop the cap. Okay? When men in this community do this, we make ourselves look extremely dumb. Gentlemen, these statements are made in bad faith every time they're spoken. Case in point, Guste Janis. Okay? We all know that Guste is literally a walking false EPAR spelled backwards accusation. She's made it abundantly clear on my platform, as well as Fresh and Fit, that she's not interested in due process. Okay? She is a staunch supporter of believe all women. She wants to believe all women. Anytime they make any sort of accusation against a man, and if we ask questions about the validity of the story, she shows that she is not interested in the actual truth. She has shown this, and again, she has shown this many, many times. She's not interested in the truth like most women in this country are. Pardon me. When she was on my show, God, she was on my show a while back. When she was on my show and she said that, I think she said like 600,000 women have been DPAR spelled backwards every year, right? I remember when she said that, and we all knew that she was doing what she normally does, which is to demonize a man's sexuality under the guise of being concerned for the safety and well-being of America's sweet, innocent, naive women who are unaware of the creepy, rapey, predatory men that they've been forced to coexist with, right? Now, all of that said, we can see that Guste is objectively attractive. Guys, she's a good-looking girl. Now, is she every man's type? Of course not. Some men prefer women with genuine curves, and Guste is clearly lacking in the chest and the backside department. Some men don't like women who are as slender as she is. Okay, fine. But just because a woman isn't your ideal body type doesn't mean you would smash her if given the chance. Every one of us watching today would smash her because she is sexually attractive. Obviously, understanding that she is indeed a walking false EPAR accusation, it would behoove a man to avoid a tryst with such a woman. But let's not be disingenuous, guys. She looks good. Yes, her attitude sucks. And yes, as soon as she opens her mouth, she loses about 3 points in the SMV scale. I get it. But based strictly on the way she looks, Guste is attractive and we can all see this. Now, does this make me a bad guy or a simp because I point this out? Of course not. Does it make you a bad guy or a simp because you are outwardly honest about this? No. But so many men in this community, they want to be meathead red pill guy and act like a woman with an entitlement complex and a piss poor attitude is as ugly as Tess Holliday. Guys will make statements like, well, I'd smash Tess Holliday before I'd smash Guste or Jen or Joy Isabel. That's horseshit. Making statements like this makes our community look stupid. When idiots talk like this about stuff like it doesn't make you look strong or discerning. It makes you look dumb. Listen, man, is Jen an insufferable banshee? Of course she is. Is Lisa Faye a mentally imbalanced, batshit crazy female? You better believe it. But guess what? The IG models you guys simp for, the girls on Facebook who post booty pics, the bitches you guys are calling wifey material, and you're all up in her comments letting her know as such, they act just like Guste. Those chicks are just as likely to hit you with a false EPAR accusation if she feels some type of way about the way you kicked her out after you gave her ass to mouth. These girls are just like Jen, who run off at the mouth about black men who don't tolerate their bullshit as bitch-ass niggas. These bitches are just like Lisa Faye, who want to act like they're all scandalized when you tell her that there's no wage gap and that womanism is the worst thing to happen in this country, and that includes 9/11. Gentlemen, what you're going to have to understand is that women like Joy Isabel, Lisa Faye, Helena, also known as H as the letter H, Jen from the block, dude, Suzette Speaks, who makes regular appearances on The Lead Attorney, all of these women, all of these public YouTube figures, they're a cross-section of the women men in this country are dealing with. Most women fit the archetype of one of these public YouTube figures. Hell, even my girlfriend is an archetype. Devin's an archetype. Devin is a post-wall divorcee who jumped on the carousel the minute her divorce was finalized. How many women in this country did or are doing the same thing when they got their divorce finalized? Huh? How many women in their 40s are proclaiming 40 is the new 20 only to cry themselves to sleep after another one-night stand? Now, Devin was lucky to meet me, right? But if her and I had never met, right now she'd be an absolute dumpster fire. Okay, her head-turning assets would be getting her plenty of sausage, but wouldn't get her any commitment. How many women who appear on Kevin Samuel's show fits the Devin archetype? How about the Guste archetype? Let's talk about that one. How many went on Fresh and Fit indirectly endorse making a false EPAR accusation against a man because she feels like, merch, she was disrespected? What about the Lisa Faye archetype? How many women have we seen on Kevin's show and Fresh and Fit who are batshit crazy, don't know it, but acting like they're God's gift to men while simultaneously virtue signaling? You guys remember Miss Berkeley? Huh? You remember her? What about Darth Daria? You remember her? Tell me they're not the Lisa Faye archetype. How many Helenas have we seen on Fresh and Fit? How many women just like Helena who work in the sex industry sit right in front of Myron and talk about how many rich, high-value men want them? How many Devons, how many Goose Days, how many Jens have we seen get dressed down by Kevin Samuels? But then the same guys who talk about how unattractive Jen is are the very same dudes who simp for her on Instagram. The same guys who say, well, Devon's not attractive, she's way past the wall, she's almost half a hunted, are the same motherfuckers who follow 54-year-old Silver Beauty Jennifer, proposing to her in every post. Way too many men in this community talk out of both ends of their mouths. They want the world to think that they're discerning. They want the world to think that they're discriminatory when it comes to women. But in private, they're spanking the monkey to the women they publicly swore on their mother's lives they wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. Too many of you guys are letting your feelings cloud your judgment. You're putting feelings over facts, and that's a female trait. Guys, it's okay to acknowledge that an insufferable female is attractive. That doesn't make you a simp. It doesn't make you thirsty. It makes you a man. Stop pretending a woman's personality just completely blinds you to her beauty. Because in your real everyday lives, you're simping for these broads. You're the guys you guys are all the guys who talk tough online about how you don't care how hot she is and about how you just don't give a fuck and all the rest of that. But are one blowjob away from risking it all. Guys, I'm here to tell you, it's okay to acknowledge your mental weaknesses when it comes to women. Nobody here is going to judge you if you say, hey guys, real talk, I'd probably propose to that chick right now, but that's why I'm here with you guys, so you guys can talk me out of it. Guys, you don't need to be Captain 100% red pill superhero. Just be a man and acknowledge that even though you know women like Jen are radioactive, that you can also acknowledge that she is objectively attractive and that you'd smash and dash. Nothing wrong with that. You guys have followed me long enough to know that I talk about both my wins and losses. Okay? Very open about that stuff. The reason I do this is to give you guys permission to talk about your wins and losses. Only when a man can honestly acknowledge his losses can he course correct and start getting more W's. No man is undefeated, guys. We all have losing records with women. Personally, my batting average is way below the Mendoza line for all you baseball nerds out here, and that's real. But the reason why I became successful with women and have managed to parlay that into a great living for myself is that I'm honest with you guys about my fault and frailties. Yes, I lied about Devon's age. Yes, I was dishonest about that. And to be quite frank, now that I'm thinking about it, there was no need for me to because she looks better now than she did when I met her. What sense does it make for me to go check out the pictures I posted of her on Instagram? What sense does it make to shave 7 years off her age when she looks like that? Yes, I have served time in jail. Yes, I have written bad checks. Yes, I have committed petty crimes. Yes, I've been arrested a shitload of times and I am a multiple time convicted felon. Yes, I have a documented anger problem. It's called intermittent explosive disorder. This anger problem has caused a lot of strife in my life. Yes, I have simped for many a single mother. Yes, I've written bad checks for single mothers. Yes, I rented a house and paid the bills for a single mother. Yes, I was married to a woman who didn't give me sex for over a year and a half. Yes, gentlemen, Donovan Sharp is not Captain fucking Red Pill 100% of the time. And this transparency is what allows me to be honest with you about how I see things. So when I say that Goose Day is objectively attractive, you guys know that it has positively zero bearing on my red mindset. Admitting a woman is attractive even though that she has admitted to retroactively retracting consent on my show, that's what makes a man a man. We can compartmentalize facts from feelings, guys. Nobody's going to give you a high five if you lie to everyone and say you'd never smashed Jen or Lisa or Goose Day or Joy. No one is going to give you red pill credit for proclaiming attractive women are ugly. Be honest with yourselves and be honest with us. Any man who calls another man weak for their honesty doesn't belong in this community in the first place. And that's all there is to it. Tell you what, man. It's like I get tired. Honestly, I get tired of this stuff. I really, really do. It makes no sense at all. It really doesn't. I have no idea who just called me. I can't find my phone. Either way, either way, good to have you guys all in here. Let me read a couple more super chats. Dark Knight, $5, says, shout out to all my TSR fam just dropping in to pay my tuition. Very good. Technomage B5 with the $5 super chat says, mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Lao Tzu. It can take a lifetime to master oneself. You, dude, you are correct about that. You are correct about that. Dev says, digging that shirt. Yeah, I kind of. So this was supposed to be a Christmas present, and she hid it in the car, and I didn't know it was a Christmas present. I thought it was just in the car. I thought it was a package that she left in the car, and so I thought it was something that I bought her. So I go into the car, I bring it inside, I tear it open, and I was like, oh, whoops, my bad. Street Fighter 88 says, I'm willing to bet it's Kevin Samuels calling you. Hang on a second, guys. Why can I not? I've got like 90 frickin' phones. Dude. All right, well, let me shoot him a text. All right, let's see here. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Give me 2 seconds. To be honest with you, it's been a while since I've talked to Kevin. And, you know, he just has, he has a lot more constraints on his time. So, let me shoot him a text message, via, because Kevin knows I'm on the, he should know that I'm on the air. So maybe there's something in this video that he doesn't want me to talk about. Hang on a second. I don't want to call him while I'm on the air, because that's weird. Hang on a second. Give me a second, guys. Just let me get this all settled, because I'm not really sure. Oh, there we are. Oh, there we go. Hang on a second. Dev, why are you FaceTiming me? Like, what is the problem here? There we go. Sorry about this, guys. I do apologize. This is, I know this is bad radio. I was about to just go right into the breakdown, but I don't want to. Dude, what are you doing? No, it's all right. No, that's all right, Dev. It's fine. It's fine. Like it is what it is. Okay. All right. All right. Very good. Let's see. Ice Dragon Kid says, that's why I always come back. The honesty. Very good. I haven't seen. See, it doesn't show me. It doesn't show me on iMessage on my computer who called me. So I shot him a text message just to see if it was him that called me. All right. River Bacon, $10 says, I'd rather get battle advice from a war vet instead of someone who reads books about battles. You've been through the trenches, so you've got the experiences to back up the knowledge. Exactly. You got a lot of guys out here. Man. Like Kevin Ray Wilder. I'll use, he's the perfect example. Kevin Ray Wilder, he has no fucking idea what he's talking about. No idea. All he's done is read. He's consumed. He's a red pill. He's a red pill masturbator, right? He consumed all of this red pill content and decided he wanted to take a crack at being in the RP sphere. And I think he could be. It's just that he lacks the requisite experience. Number one. Number two, he's trying to do it the cheap way. He's trying to get notoriety by talking trash against all of the top red pill guys. Fresh's girlfriend's a sugar baby. Why Rollo Tomasi is wrong. Donovan Sharp this and Donovan Sharp that. Kevin Ray Wilder is a snot-nosed fucking brat. He lives in Vietnam. And he's trying to carve this new niche. He thinks that he can build an audience by being the one guy who wants to. Do you know how many men have challenged the ideas of Rollo Tomasi and end up just being fallen by the wayside? And Kevin, I don't know if Kevin Ray Wilder has the talent to do this stuff, but we'll never know. And the reason why we'll never know is because he doesn't have the experience. All he does is he talks in these philosophical circles and makes it sound like he's smarter than he is. No, the kid's a fucking dumbass. He's a dumbass. He doesn't want to do this. He doesn't want to do this the hard way. He wants to talk shit about all the top guys. Ooh, Kevin Ray Wilder is the one dude standing up to the big bad red pillars. So he created this thing called the white pill, which is literally the red pill. Yeah, Jay Billy says Kevin Ray Wilder's a bitch. Yep, sure is. He's a bitch. He's a bitch. He is. I don't give a fuck. Oh, Technomage B5, that was your idea. Okay. River Bacon, welcome to chat privileges again. Appreciate that. Slambrate, $10 says, DS, I feel you, brother. I'm not saying these women are ugly, but women like Guste Janis that come with that kind of baggage can overwhelm the instinctual smash response because the risk isn't worth the reward. You know what, it's fun, and listen, I don't disagree with you. But it's very easy to say the risk isn't worth the reward when she's just a face on the screen. But when you're out and about, if you were ever to meet Guste in person, you would probably feel very differently. Like, again, guys, you have to understand this, man. We're not supposed to be impervious to female allure. We're just not. We can't just say, well, she said this and did that, so that, that overwhelms. No, nothing overwhelms the instinctual smash response. The only thing that can overwhelm the instinctual smash response is experience. But so many guys in here acting like they're 44-year-old dudes who have smashed, 200 chicks running around all of a sudden. I wouldn't smash her. But of course you would. Of course you would. And guys who repress that kind of stuff, those are the guys who are a blowjob away from risking it all. That's just how it is. That's how it is. Teddy KGB says, just catching up. F your past, give me the game. Appreciate that. All right. All right. So, King Life says he doesn't deal with American women either. Yeah, dude. Ice Dragon Kid says he doesn't make points. He just talks in circles. That's all he does. Like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I thought I was helping the kid out. I thought I was helping him out by bringing him on the platform, but... It is what it is. Damian Honda says, here's what I don't get. Couldn't someone build a better audience being complimentary? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But I do know this. You have to ruffle some feathers. Not everybody is going to like you. Right? I get that. But you can't... Dude, you're going after made guys. You're going after The Godfather. You're going after Rollo Tomasi. Rollo Tomasi is about to write his 5th book. But this little snot-nosed punk is going to come out. He's going to try to make people think that he knows more than Rollo. Dude, go fuck yourself, man. You and your Grand Cam. Fucking asshole. Still under his father's fucking thumb, acting like they got all the answers. Fuck off. You guys don't belong here, man. Mike T, $5, says, Wilder's the type of dude who would allow his woman to party with the dancing bear. Yeah, he probably would. Because he trusts her. Right? If you trust your woman, you're not red pill. If you don't let your woman go to the dancing bear party, then you don't trust your woman because you see yourself through the lens. Kevin, shut the fuck up, bruh. Just shut up. Shut up, dude. Listen, you can talk in circles. You can talk in circles any other time. I'm just tired of these fucking idiots who think that they can just, I'm going to talk shit about people and build a brand. MGTOW Dictionary tried it, didn't work. Was this guy Southern Israelite? He tried it, didn't work. Anthony Johnson is trying it. That's clearly not working. Ain't nobody going to his conventions anymore. It's you know, and shout out to Coach Whitepill. He was cordial when he came on, and it sounded like we were on the same page. It is what it is. It is what it is. Bink the Batusai, $5, says Wilder debates black pillars with zero experience with women, then tries to tell us he's undefeated in debates. Listen, maybe Kevin Ray Wilder is undefeated in debates, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do in debates. It matters what you do out in the real fucking world, right? Orange Man won all of his debates against Brandon. Brandon won the fucking election, right? It doesn't matter what you're, well, I'm undefeated in debates. Bravo. Bravo. You are undefeated in debates. He's telling everybody, oh, I won the debate against Donovan. Listen, I can't be the judge of that. But nobody gives a fuck what your record in debates are. This isn't debate club, fam. Like, we're not dealing, like this isn't a hobby. Like, this is life, fam. Like, you're out here trying to swindle guys into coaching because you're the one. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. The shit he talks about Myron and Fresh, he would never say that to any of our faces because he'd get curb stomped. Never say anything about a man that you wouldn't say to their face. That's just all there is to it. This is why I don't talk shit about guys like Ed Lattimore. I just don't. I would well, number one, Ed is a very good friend of mine, right? But I would never, like, who knows? Maybe have I done this in the past? Maybe. But I'm not, even when I was talking about the Abba and Preach situation, listen, would I tell Preach about his wife to his face? No, and that's why I was very careful. I was actually half expecting someone to run back to him and say, oh my God, Preach Donovan said this. Listen, if he decides he wants to box or fight or whatever the case may be, listen, can Preach kick my ass? I don't know, maybe. But I'll tell you this, he's not going to forget fighting me. Listen, he might whoop my ass, but I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to take my pound of flesh. I am no stranger to the to the fisticuffs. Like, fuck all that noise. No, we got Kevin Ray Wilder out here talking shit about dudes literally twice his size. Like, I would fold this fucking kid in half. Donovan this and Donovan that. Ooh, such bad thing. Yeah. Smack the like button. Yeah. Run along, Junior. Talk to me in 10 years after you've had some experience. Fuck out of here. I'm going to get started here in just a minute. Was it Sterling Cooper who called? Was it Rolo? I don't know who it was that called me, but Ilado Enterprises says you should debate playing with fire. I think he's also another white pillar. He recently attacked Rolo. I'm not giving these dorks any oxygen anymore. I thought I was doing the right thing by doing what I did with Kevin. And you know, the interesting thing is since I debated Kevin, so I debated Kevin and Guste on the air. Guste has acted more mature than Kevin Ray Wilder. Guste's not still out here talking shit. She's out here doing her thing, whatever it is that she does. Kevin is still talking. He's still making memes and videos and this and that. Whatever, dude. Kevin's not interested in building a brand. He just wants to. He's not going to get anywhere. He's just not. It is what it is. I'm not debating playing whoever playing with fire. Jesus fucking Christ. Ay. I'd rather play with fire than debate playing. I'm not going to debate anybody. It's ridiculous. All it is arguing back and forth. You want to know how I'm going to debate people? Look at my fucking life. Look at my life. Right? You guys know that what I talk about is the truth because I live it in my everyday life. This is how it is. That's how it is. I don't want to hear theories. I don't want to hear... No. Show me the baby. Show me the fucking receipts. Show me the work. Don't talk to me about coaching and why this person is wrong. No, you son of a bitch. Fucking show me. Black Wolf Inc. says it's amazing how hard people work to disprove what RP groups say, only to prove how little they actually know. People judge Fresh for getting girls. I'm gonna tell you what, I wish I were Fresh. Listen, I love my life. I wish I were fucking Fresh Prince CEO. Like, dude, honestly, I might do a hit piece on Fresh my goddamn self. Like, the dude has a crazy watch, now he has a fucking crazy apartment, and now he drives a Lambo? Shit. I might start hating on Fresh my goddamn self. Like, real talk. Real talk. Technomage B5 says Donovan's platform is too valuable to host critics. I don't mind. I don't mind hosting. I really don't mind hosting critics. I really don't. I thought the debate with Goose State went quite well. Things got contentious, but they never got nasty. And same with Kevin. With Kevin Ray Wilder, the debate with him was as cordial as could be. But then he turns around and he's still like talking shit. Okay, fine. Whatever. I appreciate that, Black Wolf Inc. You're right. I have to be very careful with my time. Black Wolf Inc. Another $5 says in Brock Lesnar's universe, he who dies with the most street cred doesn't win, he dies. Paul Heyman on Brock Lesnar's 16 suplex win over John Cena. Yeah, exactly. Okay, without further ado, it is time to start Le Breakdown. Hang on a second. There we go. Oops, that's the wrong one. There we go. So Kevin Samuels had a single mom on his Instagram live. And you know what's interesting? What's happened is that his Instagram lives, the interviews he does, the conversations he has on Instagram live, they're much more productive than the interviews. Oh, Iron. Is that right? So Iron Panther, just hold on, let me deviate here. So Iron Panther says TLA is talking about your Abba and Preach video right now, and Abba's in the chat. You know what we're gonna do, guys? You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna slow down the show and we're gonna drop in on the lead attorney. We're gonna drop in on the lead attorney. Because this is just too. This is just too good to pass up. I don't know if. See, here's the thing. I don't know if TLA agrees with what I said. Ah, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. He's got 3,000 people watching. Let's check it.
Who else does this? You know who else does this? Who do attorneys go straight after? You want me to tell you who attorneys go after? I mean, they go straight after.
Hold up, guys. This is good.
Co-defendants.
Uh-oh.
People who are like turning state's evidence. People who are snitching. Oh,
this is good.
You want to snitch on my client?
Oh, this is good.
Try to show that you're biased.
This is must-see TV.
I'm going to show that you were looking at 20 years to serve. I'm going to show that the evidence was stacked against you. Then I'm going to show that you wrote the DA a letter.
Uh-oh.
You wrote the DA a letter. I've got information on James.
So what I'm going to do now, guys.
After you testify today, you're going home, aren't you? Yes. Are you going home because of the deal you made?
Oh, this is awesome. This is too much.
The bus? Yes.
Oh, this is good.
You're biased.
Here we go.
All right. Shout out to the jury down in Brunswick, convicted those men of murdering our brother, Ahmaud Arbery. There was only one black person on the jury. Do you know why?
This is too funny.
I did a video about this. I'm gonna clip it.
And Abba's in the chat.
So many. Do you know why some black people got kicked off that jury?
Oh, I guess now he's talking about
because they were biased.
Okay, so it looks like because
the judge was like, the defense counsel was like, Alyssa, do you have any preconceived ideas about what happened? Oh, they murdered him. Them white boys murdered him, and you know it.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
The judge was like, okay, we're crossing this one off the list, right?
Yes, sir. So now the chat has figured out that I'm in here.
Bias. It's important, guys. And you need to know from the get-go.
This dude
if
says
you are
Donovan
dealing
Dahl
with
is in here.
someone who is biased,
These
it
idiots.
can undercut your whole thing, your whole argument, right?
All right.
Now,
Oh, is he?
let's see. Let's take a
Oh,
look.
here we go. Here we go.
And see kind of what's going on with Mr. Donovan here.
Oh,
You
this
know,
is-
this is his reaction.
this
video
is
to Abba's
classic.
video.
This is
And
classic. I
let's
can't believe this
see
is
what we
happening.
got here. Let's see. I hope you guys can hear this. Let's see what we got.
Let me go to big screen here.
You can think whatever you want, but they're closing in on 500,000 subscribers. They're doing something right.
Damn right.
And yeah, I am biased. I'm biased toward. I'm certainly biased towards my friends. You better believe it. Why give?
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Looks like I'm going to get called out here.
This isn't starting off very well. You know?
Uh-oh.
Let's give him credit.
This is great.
Just like the black people that got kicked off of Ahmad's jury, just like the black people that got kicked off, let's give Donovan credit in that at least he admitted it.
I admitted it.
He admitted it.
That's all right. This is awesome.
It would it shout out to says watching both Donovan and TLA right now. Let's go. Shout out to Black Wolf. Thank you so much. He admitted it. So that's one thing.
Okay.
That's a good thing.
I think TLA can be objective here.
But again,
Uh-oh.
and
Uh-oh.
I as an attorney, I see this differently than you guys.
Okay.
You guys announcing your biases like it doesn't mean anything, and it does.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
You don't even need a 20-year attorney. A 2-year attorney will tell you this.
Okay. All right.
All right. I mean, you're undercutting your own credibility. So, let's look at another clip. Now, in this one, he's kind of reacting to his super chat, and he acknowledges, "Hey, man, they're my friends. They're
Okay.
my friends." Right? Let's
Okay.
see what he
All
says.
right.
Let's see what he says.
This is great.
Give them the time of day, as I said. Why even care to talk about it? They are going to make a vid about a tree tomorrow. Because people who talk shit about my friends need to be called onto the carpet. I went against my.
All right. What did he say? Did y'all hear it? He said, "People that talk shit against my friends need to be called."
Onto the carpet. I'm
Onto
dating
the
myself.
carpet.
That was old. I'm dating myself.
Now, I want to stop right here. Just let's take a time out.
Uh-oh.
This is a terrible reason to come at somebody.
Ah, shit. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
If you are trying to do it intellectually, right? This is not a justification. Oh, they're my friends, so I'm just. Do you know who does this? Do you?
Uh-oh.
You know what?
Uh-oh.
What gender is kind of like? Oh, just all catty.
All right. Okay. All right.
Not really
Okay.
using
All right.
logic, not
Okay.
really using a lot of reason.
All right. All right. All right.
Women
All right.
hate me. All right.
All right. Touche. Touche. Touche.
But if he would have said, "Listen, I'm coming at Abba and Preach because, these reasons, they're on bullshit, and this is the reason number one. This is the reason number two. This is the reason number three. Here is the evidence of why they are wrong. That's why I'm calling them onto the carpet." I would.
Yeah, I didn't do
That's
that.
how you do it.
Yeah, I definitely did not do that.
You attack someone's reasoning through evidence. That's why you come after them. Not, "Oh, we're friends." We're friends.
There's somebody actually posing as me
And
saying
this
I
is
said what
not
I
to
said.
him. And shout out to David Eggs. David is like a 1L, will tell you. Y'all don't know what David means. I know what David means. David is exactly right. A 1L will tell you about bias. Not even a 3.
Oh, I lost
David
all
said a
credibility.
1.
Oh,
David
this is great.
Absolutely right.
I do like the tie, though.
Right?
I do like the tie.
If you're gonna come at people, large or small, come for real, not just on this whole emotional, we're friends. Right? Now, if you're in the street, somebody trying to beat up your friend, I mean, come on, right? That's reason enough.
Sure.
But if people are having kind of an intellectual thing, oh, I'm going to get them because they're my friends. That's not a good look.
Okay. All right. No, he's right.
All right.
He's right. He's right.
That's not and these are to the YouTubers. Smaller YouTubers that are watching this. You are going to have a compunction maybe to address something that someone else has said. If you do it, you should do it based on what they really said, not based on the fact that, oh, we're such great friends. That's why if you come after my friends, I have to come after you. This blind loyalty. This blind loyalty. That's not what we should be doing. All right? But let's take a look at this. Let's take a look. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. What's he say?
My better judgment, and I stayed mum on the situation. I shouldn't.
Oh, okay. Let me go back. Let me set this up. All right. Summer 2001, it pops off.
Summer
Fresh and Fit
2001.
are exposed.
Oh, 2021.
They're
Got it.
scrambling. Fresh and Fit are exposed and they're scrambling. I don't remember what I was talking about, but I had a live stream. Donovan comes up, and the Fresh and Fit stuff, it was popping. I mean, it was in the air. Everyone was talking. It was in everybody's mouth, right? Shout out to Jessica X. Donovan came on the show, and he was like, listen. I'm coming on the show to address this thing.
Yes, I remember this.
I'm not going to address the
That's all right.
Fresh and Fit thing. I'm not going to address it.
Yep.
What was my reaction? Right?
Yep.
I thought it made sense because the stuff was still going crazy and he was not the only one. So many of Fresh and Fit's, YouTube supporters, they were like, what's my thumbnail? Anybody know what my thumbnail
This
looks
is
like?
awesome. I've never seen this.
They were like, what is going on? Because no one really knew. Stuff was coming out that their friends didn't know. So
Black Wolf is
everybody
sitting
was-
there
Coach
repping.
Greg Adams. Coach Greg Adams has been on the Fresh and Fit show. Coach Greg Adams came on this show in the summer. Do you know what he said?
That's right. He didn't say anything either.
Right? Not a lot of their supporters talked about it.
Now this
So
chick
what
said he's only
Donovan is
defending
saying
them
on
since
this
they're
clip is
bigger.
like,
They were already
listen,
big.
That, Abba and Preach exposed them and was going crazy. Abba and Preach exposed them, but I didn't say anything. Right? I didn't say anything about it. So he's telling you how he feels about it. Let's take a look just real quick. What does he say? Let me go back a little bit. All right.
And I stayed mum on the situation. I should not have done that.
That's right.
All right. This was absolutely 1000% not the thing to do. I essentially turned my back on two of my best friends to keep from getting any backlash. So the first
All right. So what do we learn from that clip? What do we learn?
I don't know.
Fresh and Fit are two of Donovan's best friends. All right, let's stop here for a second.
Oh boy.
Talk about bias. These are his best friends. You remember when I had Mama on the stand? I'll do anything for my son.
Oh boy.
Now we're gonna watch a reaction video. This looks so bad for the manosphere. It looks so bad for trying to hold accountability
Yeah, he's
to
probably
a high
right.
standard. All right. Now we got best friends. We got some best friend action. We got best friends trying to cover each other
Well, maybe I should have put it
in
differently.
the manosphere.
Yeah. Maybe I should have chosen the right words.
Okay.
Black Wolf says he has way too many females in that chat room. I don't know, maybe.
So he says he felt bad about being mum when his best friends were going through it. Even though so many other people were like, the hell's going on over there? But those were his best friends. So of course he feels a certain way about it. Now, why am I starting off with this as an attorney? And again, I'm telling you the importance of it.
And listen,
When
I
you
respect
show that you're
TLA's
biased like that,
attorney.
When you have a
Be respectful,
co-defendant
Black
that is
Wolf.
snitching on you and turn state's
Be respectful.
evidence, when you have mama on the stand, when you have best friends on the stand. Do you remember? You remember that lady down in Brunswick? That lady in the Ahmaud Arbery trial, and she was testifying for the murderers? She was testifying for the murderers. When she got off the stand,
Oh,
she
wow.
did this number.
Be respectful.
Like, did
Be
you see that
respectful.
shit? The way
Be
they were doing, like,
respectful.
what are you? Everything you just said got wiped out with a fucking hand wave. Right?
Yep.
It was ridiculous. It was just like, ah. It was like, dang.
This is weird. I have never
That's how they're
seen.
doing it down.
I've never watched a live critique of me
Where was her
live.
credibility after that hand?
Oh,
wave?
no accountability, Donovan. Likewise, fresh.
Where did it go?
No, this
Right.
doesn't change anything. No.
These men
no.
are on trial for murder, and you're testifying and hopping off the stand and waving at them. It was fucked up. All right. Now we have a reaction video from Donovan about his best friends.
2 of my best friends. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right?
That's
He apologized.
now that's not a.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
Hang on. I don't know about all of this.
He
I gotta
went
pause
back.
this. So, for him to compare that, hey, my best friends, I disagree with that. Like, I'm not, hey guys, da 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 da. Maybe I should not have said I'm defending them because they're 2 of my best friends, but maybe I should have put things differently. But that doesn't change the fact that I defended them.
And he apologized to Fresh and Fit for staying silent. He said it was a bitch move. I'm paraphrasing here because I don't remember the exact words, but it was feminine, a bitch move, and this and that. Let me ask you a question. If he feels so terrible, if he feels so terrible about staying silent the last time because they're best friends, what are the chances that he's going to stay silent this time?
I'm not really sure that's
Anybody know the chances?
I'm not really sure what
are the
that
chances?
proves.
All right. But again, now we're going to talk about what he's talking about, but I'm trying to give you guys some context. This is how attorneys look at things. We look at it broad and then we go down in, right? Broad, go down in, and we come out again. It's like a funnel, and then you got it going down and you got it going out.
Yeah, Dre
Right?
Raven.
This is the context. We already
I'll get it back live. Dre Raven says, but TLA again, is this a courtroom? It is not. So therefore, requiring that any YouTube personality speaking on the subject conducting themselves as witnesses in a courtroom is silly. I would agree with that.
know we're on.
Listen, man. Listen, I respect TLA. I do. I respect his opinion. I think he is as non-biased as they come. But I agree with you, Dre Raven. This is not a court of law. This is a court of public opinion. And I mean, friends are supposed to defend each other, man. Even when even when their perception is wrong. And I'm not even saying that Fresh and Fit were wrong. I told them, hey, look, guys, Fresh and Fit didn't handle this the right way, but that doesn't let Aben preach off the hook either.
I don't give a shit. Maybe people aren't as confused. All right? If you go look at his video, even his supporters were like, what are you saying, Donovan? His own subscribers were like, what are you talking about?
Hey, and guess what? And if any of my supporters or subscribers jump ship because of that, I hate that it happened, but it is what it is. It is what it is, man. I'm not going to stay away from topics simply because I'm afraid that my supporters are going to jump ship. No, man, I'm not doing that.
This is for my YouTubers. Do not use your channel like this. I have 2 consultations tonight.
Oh my God,
Do not use your channels like this.
They are frying me in the chat.
You're going to put in too much work to throw your credibility away. Credibility, guys, means everything.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if you're in the courtroom. Somebody's like, oh, lead attorney, you're talking like you're in court. We're not in the courtroom. Fine. Credibility matters wherever you are. It matters in the streets. Donovan is from fucking Philadelphia, right? Philadelphia is a rough city.
Oh, wow.
You don't think your reputation, you don't think your credibility means something in Philadelphia?
I'm looking biased now.
What about the military? We got some military men in the house. Shout out to Hank Tyrone from the 404. We got some veterans.
You're making this shit up now?
You don't think your reputation, your credibility means something in the military?
I don't know.
What about in prisons? Even on the prison yard? I don't know a lot of places where your credibility doesn't mean something.
Yeah, somebody in the chat just said, it was Simeon Harden. It said he just admitted that he didn't say anything because he didn't want backlash, further admitting they messed up. I mean...
And so when you say stuff like this and when you do stuff like this, it can be hard to come back from, right? Don't just listen. What's the upshot? Don't sell your credibility out.
Wait a minute. So now TLA is saying this could be hard to come back from. Like there's nothing. There's like my subscribership has. I think I lost like 120 subscribers that day I did that, and I knew that there would be some backlash for that. Like I knew that, but that's the price I was willing to pay. You know what I mean? Like that's just it is what it is, but you know, this can be hard. Don't sell your credibility. And listen, TLA knows. He knows I fought wars. He knows that I have fought wars on YouTube. I've been through it with O'Shea. I've been through it with Jesus Christ, Anthony Johnson, all this other kind of stuff. Who knows? Maybe that's why Kevin was calling me to warn me about what TLA was going to do. Who knows? Yeah. I mean, look, man. Maybe at some point, like, I mean, I guess I should have worded things differently, but I don't regret what I did.
Guys, it's Austin Wolf in the house. Oh, I already read that one. Look at
Now, one would think.
Hold
I'll
on.
point out.
Here we go.
His best friend. All right, let's take a look at it. Let's see what we got here.
First thing I'd like to point out about the situation is the fact that these two still feel the need to talk shit about Fresh and Fit. Now, one would think that after they successfully slowed down the train that was clearly coming for them in terms of audience and influence, that they would leave the situation behind them, congratulate one another on a successful hatchet job, and ride off into the sunset to continue to build their audience.
All right. So what is he saying here? He says this, why are Abba and Preach continuing to come at my best friends? Why? They've already come at them before. You would think, what did he say? They would just ride off into the sunset. If they've ridden off...
I don't know why he thinks it's such a problem that someone would come out and defend their friends. I don't know why that would be a problem.
Into the sunset, why are they coming back? We already talked about this during the summertime. Why are you coming at my best friends?
Two of my best friends. He keeps...
Now
this guy's certified truth. He keeps trying to get me in trouble here, man. And listen, I'm totally... Oh, this is funny. Donovan Sharp going out of business. Like, this is insane. This is insane that these people actually think that I'm going out of business. Oh my God.
Interesting point. It's not acknowledging one thing.
Guys, listen. I want to be clear. TLA and I, we disagree on some fundamental things, but I want you guys to be respectful of him. Okay? We're not going to be, and again, listen, he has some strong opinions. That's okay. It is what it is. We disagree on certain things, but let's be respectful. Let's be respectful and listen to what he has to say.
It's not acknowledging one thing. Did Abba and Preach expose Donovan's best friends? Yes. But there's kind of like various episodes.
Donovan's not sharp. Needs to change his name.
It's not
Oh boy,
like-
these are bad.
They came out. Abbott and Preach exposed Donovan's best friends in the summertime, and are still talking about it in November. They're not talking about what happened in the summertime.
No, they're not talking. They were. See, this is where TLA is mistaken. They were talking about what happened in the summertime. They talked about that halfway through. So just to show you guys that they're liars and blah, 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 blah. People would automatically hearken back to what happened during the summertime if they came out and talked this stuff.
What happened in the summertime was in the summertime. They came out with a new video about new events. The summertime is over. Guys, listen. Fresh and Fit, shout out to them. They admitted all of their mistakes.
And I acknowledged that they admitted all of their mistakes. I admitted it.
Here's the thing. Sometimes there's darkness. You got to shine a light. And when you shine a light, everything comes out.
Oh boy. All right. This is,
Fresh and Fit were rocking and rolling.
here we go.
Abba and Preach shined a light. Stuff started coming out.
Abba and Preach shined a light because Abba and Preach knew that Fresh and Fit were coming for Abba and Preach.
What was coming out? Errors that Fresh and Fit were making. Mistakes.
Yes. He shot his shot at Anna Quinn. Should not have done that. Was that against the law? No. It's not against the law to shoot your shot. It's not against the law to shoot your shot. He shot his shot. She shot him down. It is what it is. Listen, if I'm in Myron's position, I certainly would not have done that either.
That Fresh and Fit were making. Donovan even acknowledges
Oh, there we go.
the errors and the mistakes that Fresh and Fit were making. I mean, they admitted to him, right? They admitted it. Let's take a look. Let's see what we got here.
Myron and Fresh admitted, hey, we didn't handle the situation well, and we've learned from it. Yeah, man.
So Donovan says, listen, during the summertime, they admitted, we did not handle this situation well. Mistakes were made.
Okay, mistakes were made. They admitted those mistakes. So does that mean they should just...
Thank you so much, Abba and Preach, for shining the light on our fucking mistakes.
Boy, he's really feeling
Right.
some type of
We
way
made
about
'em.
this.
Now, let's get the sequence correct, though. The sequence is important.
Oh, God.
When did they admit their mistakes?
I love TLA, but dude, he does take a long time to get to the point. He's got to... I'm gonna have to jump. If he's got to get to the juicy stuff, if he doesn't, I'm just gonna have to break this down later.
Did they admit their mistakes before Abba and Preach exposed them?
Of course not, TLA.
Or after.
Why would listen? Why would come on? Why would somebody see? That's nobody admits their mistakes before they're made public. TLA, come on. So because they admitted their mistakes after they were exposed, they're somehow morally reprehensible? Come on. No one's going to expose themselves. Come on.
After.
Oh, God.
Did they admit their mistakes before Abba and Preach signed the light? Or
Boy.
after?
Yeah.
Obviously, it was after, right? After Abba and Preach exposed them, now they're admitting to all of the. They
They admitted that, hey, you know what?
making them. Let's see what Donovan says.
They admitted that, hey, you know what? We mishandled the situation. Right? Myron's like, look, dude, hey, shouldn't have gone after the guy's wife. Blah, 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 blah. They did a
So now here's another thing too. Once Abba and Preach exposed them for who they are, they admitted their mistakes, but they were trying to hide them at first. They were trying to, circle the wagons. And in circling the wagons, in doing the cover up, they made more mistakes. And this is what Donovan is referring.
This woman, Andrew, says he better not have skeletons in his closets. That bitch doesn't know. All my skeletons are out.
Referring to when what's the tall dude's name? What's the tall dude's
Myron?
name?
Myron.
Fit. When the Fit guy, he went at Abba's, he went at Preach's wife.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Everybody knows that was bullshit.
Yep.
Everybody.
Yep. Yes, they did.
But
yes,
he
they do.
did that because he was scrambling. Fresh and Fit were scrambling. They
Yeah.
were losing subscribers.
Yeah.
They were.
Actually, no, they hadn't lost any subscribers since then. It hadn't really hit the fever pitch when and I'll never forget this. I was actually in my shower watching that go on. When Myron did the whole monkey thing, I was like, oh shit. That's when the shit really hit the fan.
Scrambling. So not only were they not only did they get exposed for making mistakes, but then they made further mistakes in the cover-up. And
Okay, so they made further mistakes in the cover-up. Yeah. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Myron and Fresh could not have handled this situation any worse. They made every they made every misstep imaginable. It was it was uncomfortable. Does that make them terrible people? Does that mean that all of a sudden they should just be? You have to understand this, guys, and I'll get back to this here in just a second because I want to stop it here, just so that you guys understand something. Okay, this is the deal. I know this is all old news, guys, but I want everyone, all of my critics, detractors, and supporters. Just because I'll tell you a quick story, and I won't be long, I promise. But what you guys have to understand is that just because somebody makes a mistake does not mean the things that they have said before all of a sudden have no validity. It does in a court of law, right? When you challenge someone's credibility on the stand, well, Your Honor, XYZ witness lied about this, this, and that. XYZ witness is guilty of wire fraud. He was convicted of grand larceny. He was convicted of lying to blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? In a court of law, that makes them a non-credible witness. This means that in a court of law, there's an understanding by the prosecution and the defense that a non-credible witness, everything that they have said and will say is null and void because they have lived a life, or they have documented mistakes, non-credibility. That doesn't happen in the real world. The real world is not a court of law. Myron and Fresh made some missteps. Abso-fucking-lutely. You know they made mistakes. Does that automatically mean that because Myron and Fresh messed up, Myron talked about Preach's wife, Fresh went out and bought a pew-pew, does that mean they mishandled the situation from start to finish? This all of a sudden means that what they talk about on their podcast is just somehow null and void? Does this mean that the thousands of men that they have helped with their podcast, all of a sudden that just doesn't mean anything? Right? You guys found out, listen, this past summer, I was going, right before Myron and Fresh went through his, Anthony Johnson exposed my name, my girlfriend's name, my birth date, my girlfriend's real age. Then he made up some crazy story about adoption or whatever. All of that's been disproven. But the point is, that just because, how can I put this? Just because I lied about Devin's age, does that all of a sudden mean that what I've taught you guys over all these years about female nature, all of a sudden that's not true anymore? Of course not. Of course not. There are many, many flawed individuals, many highly flawed individuals who have actually contributed to society. They're not out there very often, but they do happen. Jose Canseco, one of the biggest steroid cheats in the 90s. He went to the court of law. They said, no, we're not listening to Jose Canseco. He's a liar. He committed perjury and this and that and the other. That was in a court of law. Guess what? What Jose Canseco said, 90% of baseball players are on steroids, all of that turned out to be true. Is Jose Canseco a liar, a cheater, a philanderer? Yeah. Jose Canseco, for all accounts and for all intents and purposes, has reprehensible character. That doesn't mean that he lied on all those steroid users. That does not mean that he was not pinning Mark McGwire in the men's bathrooms after Oakland A's games back in the late 80s, early 90s. So what we're essentially trying to do here What Abba and Preach are attempting to do, well, Myron and Fresh lied about this, and Myron tried to shoot a shot at Anna Quinn, and Miss Cheeks the stripper was pregnant with his blah 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 blah. This means that all of a sudden, nothing that they have ever talked about is true. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. No, listen, man, everybody has skeletons. We have all done shit in our lives. We have all done shit in our lives that we are not proud of. We have all done shit in our lives that we are not proud of. We're just not. That doesn't mean that we're just going to all of a sudden, well, I've done things in my life that I'm not proud of. So now that I'm a public figure, let me expose myself and just let everyone know. No. Who in the world wants their skeletons out of their closet? Who's going to proactively do that? But Myron and Fresh are morally reprehensible. They're terrible people because they waited until after they were exposed to tell the truth about what was really going on. Come on. Come on. This is ridiculous. Black Wolf Inc. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You guys are... Oh, man. I do apologize. Yerson, $5, says, Donovan, don't let these people get you, bro. You are a good guy with a lot of knowledge. You're not perfect, but society wished to be like you are like a father to me. Appreciate that very much. Appreciate that very much. TechnoMage B5, $10, says, I think Abba and Preach made a mistake shining a light on Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit admitted their mistakes and improved themselves. That's what real men do. Fresh and Fit are in a stronger position now. How Abba and Preach did it was disrespectful. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. 100%. And now, dude, nobody can stop the Fresh and Fit train now. Like, Abba and Preach tried it once. It didn't work. Technomage B5, $5, says, even criminals are known to tell the truth when their own interests are not at stake. That's how they're used as witnesses. Credibility in context. Very good. Black Wolf Inc. says TLA is using a very dangerous bait and switch tactic. He is presuming an issue he had nothing to do with and inflating his stance. The sadness is over 9,000. Edman209 says, I appreciate your content. You know, listen, I appreciate you too. I appreciate you too. I really do. All right, let's see.
That's what Donovan is saying. Donovan was like, hey, listen, man. Fit admitted to making even more mistakes and talking about the man's wife and stuff like this. Fine.
What's wrong with that?
Abba and Preach, how many admissions of mistakes do you want?
Okay. So again, they admitted that they made mistakes. What, should they be burned at the stake? Do we take down their YouTube? Like, come on. Like, what are we really doing here?
You expose them, then they try to do a cover up, and they're making all of these mistakes, but they've admitted to them.
Okay.
Why don't you just leave them alone? They did a 5-hour stream admitting to mistakes. What does Donovan say?
A 5-hour live stream explaining all that had happened, took full responsibility for their missteps. Yes.
All right. They did a 5-hour stream, Abba and Preach. Get off these niggas. They did a 5-hour stream admitting to all of their mistakes. What do you want?
So the way he is, his vocal inflection, his body language would suggest to me that this is almost like a mocking thing. Like he's pretending he's me. 5-hour stream, what do you want? I guess he doesn't agree with that.
Yes. Myron was trying to exchange sex for collabs. Where's my Vivid Life? That was rude. I do like my Vivid Life though. She's super cute.
Who? Say Vivica?
Yes, they made mistakes.
With my Vivica A. Fox and my Stacey
They did a
Dashes.
5-hour stream. They were trying to leverage the sex for the collabs.
Oh, did he put the link in
Myron
the
shot a
chat?
shot at Anna Quinn. He admits that this was foolhardy on his part. You live and learn. So even though Fresh and Fit stumbled in the beginning, which is completely understandable given then their lack of experience, they quickly adapted and they ended up preserving their hard-earned reputation as the #1 dating podcast in the world.
All right. So, what does he say?
I don't
He
really
says, "Listen,
know.
guys, they made all of these mistakes. What did you hear? Did you hear what he said? He said, you live and learn. All right, you live and learn.
Isn't that true, though? Like, isn't that true? Like, you can't... It almost sounds like he's endorsing a one strike and you're out policy.
But, you know, the living part is clear. What about the learning?
Okay, but TLA, what about the learning? Fresh and Fit are stronger than they've ever been. They're gonna hit 500,000 subscribers any minute now. Listen. I think that TLA might need to maybe check his bias. Because at this point, he's saying, okay, well, you live and learn, but what about the learning? TLA, what about what Fresh and Fit have done since then indicates to you that they have not learned? It's almost as though we're not allowing them to make a mistake. Like, Myron and Fresh made a mistake, they're done. No, like, I've made many mistakes in this career of mine. It's never just one. I mean, I don't know. I guess it just kind of depends upon how big you are. But it appears that TLA is saying, it appears, and again, I could be wrong, but it appears that TLA is just saying, hey, listen, man, one strike and you're out. You made a mistake. You tried to cover it up. That's it. You're done. You live and learn. Well, what about the learning? If you didn't learn, then you don't deserve it. I don't know.
The learning part is where it looks a little bit
What?
a little bit sketch, right?
Okay, a little bit sketch. So you think it looks a little bit sketch. That's biased, and that's okay. But so he should just say what he means. If he doesn't think that Myron and Fresh have learned from anything, then just say so. And to that end, what do you feel like should happen? If you feel like they should lose their YouTube channel, they should lose just come right out and say it. But I don't know, man.
It's the learning part. Have they learned? What have they learned? All right. I mean, if Abbott and Preach are talking about this again, what exactly have they learned? Let me give a quick shout.
See, there we go. He said, if Abba and Preach are talking about this again, what have they learned? Didn't he just say that Abba and Preach weren't talking about what happened during the summertime? They're talking about a new situation. So which is it, TLA? Did they learn from their situation, or like which are we talking about? And I don't know. Listen, man, maybe TLA is, and this happens to me a lot. Sometimes I'll get lost in my own conversational thoughts. It happens. So I'm not gonna put his feet to the fire on that, right? But by the same token, they made a mistake. I guess they tried to cover it up. I don't know anything about that, but if that's true, okay, all right. They made a mistake, they tried to cover it up. You live and learn. So what? What, they don't deserve to be on YouTube anymore? Fine. If he really feels that strongly about it, that's fine. He should just come out and say it. I mean, listen, I can disagree, but in the end, it doesn't matter what him or any of his followers think. If you are going to let what happened between Fresh and Fit and Abba and Preach, if you stop following Fresh and Fit because of the Abba and Preach situation, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I mean, listen, that's your choice. That's your choice, but you're missing out on a lot of valuable information because they bring a lot of value to the community. They really, really do. Dev, if you would. Hang on a second. I'll continue in a minute. There we go. Nope. I don't know. It's almost like he's calling for almost like a YouTube D sentence, a YouTube death sentence. Like they should be, I don't know.
Big shout out. About Street Rules. And thank you as well to Mosaic. Shout out to Mosaic with TJ Randolph. Excellent. You live and learn, but they've learned now. All right.
Oh, Geeky Anomaly thinks I should open up the phone lines. I might actually just do
Abbott
that.
and Preach are back at it again.
Okay.
Now, Donovan said live and learn. Who can learn from this? Who
Hell,
can
a
learn
lot of
from
people can.
all of these goddamn mistakes that Fresh and Fit are making. Well, obviously Fresh and Fit can learn from it. Who else?
Fresh and Fit made. They're no longer making those mistakes. Like, they're no longer making those mistakes that we're aware of. So,
All of the men that they are trying to serve. All of the men that they are trying to serve. Some of those men, they have 500,000 subscribers. Some of those men can want to start YouTube channels. What have they learned?
and see, this is where you start to delve into what I was talking about a little earlier. So they made mistakes. They allegedly try to cover it up. That does not automatically mean that everything they have ever talked about on their podcast was not true. Guys, please be respectful. Listen, I know you guys are upset with TLA, and I understand. But again, this is, listen, this is his opinion. And it appears he's a little bit biased too. It appears that he's biased too. He probably, truthfully, has a lot, I don't know, age-wise, I suppose he probably has a lot more in common with Abba and Preach than he does with Fresh and Fit. Right? Number one. Number two, I know that, now that I'm thinking about this, I know that TLA and O'Shea are cool, right? TLA and O'Shea are cool, and O'Shea doesn't like Fresh and Fit. O'Shea definitely doesn't like me. So I don't know. Is this, did O'Shea possibly put him up to this? I don't know. I can't imagine TLA being the kind of guy who would do somebody else's bidding, but I don't know. Let's continue.
Don't exchange your channel for pussy. How have they learned that? Through Myron Gaines.
Yep.
Who exposed that lesson to Myron Gaines?
Anna Quinn.
Abba and Preach. Abba and Preach. I mean, Donovan is an older man like me, right? He's not in his 20s. Donovan knows that, collabs for pussy is, come on.
That was stupid. What Myron did was dumb. There are no two ways about it. That was stupid. Myron admitted it. It is what it is.
If Donovan is right, if Donovan is saying these are my best friends, you should want the best for your best.
These are my best friends. They are two of my best friends. See, I don't like how he keeps saying
friends. You should want your best friends to have the knowledge that they need. And you should be thankful in the way that they get it. Right?
Okay. Yeah, it appears that he is team Abba and Preach, and that's okay. He has the right to voice his opinion, but he's team Abba and Preach, and I'm team Fresh and Fit. It appears that the difference between me and him is that I admit that I'm biased, and it doesn't appear that he is.
Abba and Preach exposed Fit to some very critical information. Nowhere did I hear Donovan thank Abba and Preach for teaching his best friend that lesson.
Oh, come on. Dude, see, there we go. See, this is getting... Wow, Jesus Christ. For teaching his best friend... yeah, can I speak to... Abba, hey, how you doing, man? Listen, I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank you for teaching my very best friend the lesson that you shouldn't exchange pussy for collabs. Yeah, listen, never mind the 12 other videos that you did on him. I just wanted to call you to thank you. TLA, come on, man. Come on. Come on, Lead. Really, Lead? Dude, yes, I want the best for two of my best friends, but why would I call up someone who literally tried to tear down two of my best friends' brands and thank them for teaching that lesson? Come on. This is getting silly.
That lesson, if he had not learned it, it could have gone down another way.
Well, guess what, Lead? It did not.
I mean, things could have gotten way uglier
But they did not.
than what they did.
Exactly. Myron flew a little too close to the sun and decided, all right, not going to fly that high again. Guess what? He is never going to try to exchange pussy for a collab again. Of that, I can assure you.
But not only did Fresh learn a lesson, but 500,000 other people minimum learned a lesson
There you go.
too. What are we about in the manosphere? I told you when I fucked a pregnant moose. So many when I fucked. What are we
What?
about in the manosphere?
Hold up. This has got to be a joke. Hold up.
I told you when I fucked a pregnant moose.
Moose?
So many men were like, Jesus, that has happened to me. I get comments all the time, guys. You guys don't know how.
Did he say he fucked a I thought he said he fucked a pregnant moose. It's probably a misslip or whatever.
How many comments I get that says, where was your channel 5 years ago? It's not exposed for who they are, but everyone else is learning from it, Donovan.
I guess.
Everyone else is learning in the manosphere.
Okay.
This is so important.
Okay.
Now, let me go back a little bit because Donovan says, he mentioned also that these Fresh and Fit characters, they were being transparent and taking accountability. I think that's what he said. What did he say?
Stumbled in the beginning, which is completely understandable given then their lack of experience. They quickly adapted and they ended up preserving their hard-earned reputation as the #1 dating podcast in the world. They came correct, they were transparent, and effectively stopped the hemorrhage when this whole
All right, they were transparent. They were transparent about all the fraud and all the mistakes they were doing. They were transparent. When?
Yeah. So I thought that. I honestly thought that this was going to be. Yeah. I thought that this was going to be a very biased. I thought this was going to be a biased. Breakdown, but it appears that he is Team Abba and Preach. It appears that he is Team Abba and Preach, and so oh, okay. Dre Dugan says he called a woman a moose due to her appearance. Okay, so he smashed a pregnant fat woman. Okay, all right, fair enough. Reckless Gaming, $5 California said, I said Abba and Preach in TLA's chat. Would you talk to them live to hash it out? Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. I would be. I'd be happy to do that, but there's going to have to be some sort of moderation because that would be me going into enemy territory, right? I don't even have the chat up now. I wouldn't have a chance. Iron Panther says you might have to call in to have a discussion. Cap Sason says TLA has addressed none of the content from AMP's new video. He's arguing in bad faith, using this to stir up old news. I don't know. I think TLA is a good dude, man. Like, I don't think he Pug plays $5 says cover it up. No, Fresh and Fit were being transparent, showing what people got correct and incorrect. Yeah. Like, I don't think he watched that 5-hour podcast. I don't think he watched it because had he watched it, he would have said, okay, this is what they got right and this is what they got wrong. That is, I don't know how that's not transparent. I really don't. Yours in $5 says I could be wrong, but I smell jealousy in the air. FF going to get more famous with time, just like you, Don. I felt bad. Yes. Phone, please. I want to say something. Oh, you guys want me to... okay, you guys want me to open up the phone lines. Okay. King Life says, Abba called DS a grifter in the comments section of theirs. Isn't it so funny? Isn't it so funny? God. All right. Hang on a second.
When were they transparent?
Oh, boy.
Saying months later, and you're in the back of the patrol car with handcuffs on.
Whoa. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. How did we go? Whoa, how did we go from arguing in bad faith to in the back of the patrol car with handcuffs on? Oh, hey, oh. Whoa. Jesus. Tell him, lead. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Sorry about that. I would... All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. Give me a second. Devin says, I agree with the comments above. King Life says it's always the black pill losers. Black Wolf Inc. says he's misrepresenting your arguments in horrible faith. You got to check him, fam. King Life says he's not a good dude. I don't know. Like, he's always treated me with respect. Jesus. Hang on, guys. I'm going to get this working. I'm going to get this working again. You know what, guys? I might actually... PA Do It says TLA is 100% right and unbiased. Held you accountable. No, I have to disagree with you there, Pat Do It. I don't think he's being biased at all. I don't think he hasn't pointed out, see, because in his mind, Abba and Preach did no wrong. I mean, listen, man, both parties were at fault here, but like Abba and Preach are not.
I did it. Take the handcuffs off. You in the car. I'm being transparent.
Yeah, but see, and TLA can laugh about that, but nothing Myron and Fresh did was against the law. So he used his platform, tried to leverage his platform for sex. Reprehensible, yes. Illegal? No. Like, he can laugh that you're in the car, but nothing he did was illegal, lead. He didn't commit any crimes. Had he committed a crime, lead, I can assure you he would be in the handcuffs. I don't...
I'm being transparent, officer. Come on.
There was no...
Come on.
Come on, what? Okay, I gotta get on this because this is...
The only reason you were being transparent is because Fresh and Fit helped you out a little bit.
Say what?
Fresh and Fit helped you out a little bit.
Oh.
And now you are transparent. Who should get...
Fresh and Fit helped me out a little bit. Oh, okay. Okay. And how exactly did Fresh and Fit help me out during this whole thing? How did Fresh and Fit help me out during this whole thing? Hold on.
Who should get the credit for you being transparent? Who should get the credit for you admitting these mistakes? Is it you or is it Abbott and Preet?
I don't know who he's talking about. Is he? Maybe he's not talking about.
Do you guys see a pattern? What I'm trying to show you is a pattern. There's fraud, there is exposure, and then there's admittance. Fraud, exposure, transparency. Where is the transparency? It's after the exposure.
As it
and this
always
is what Donovan keeps saying. What's Donovan's main point? Donovan is like, listen, why are you coming after my best friends when they've already been exposed? What's the problem with this thinking? What's the problem with that thinking that they've already been exposed, so this should just be laid to rest? It hides the fact that Fresh and Fit keep making mistakes.
What? Like what? I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. So, Myron, so you have proof that Myron and Fresh are now still leveraging their platform for sex? So Myron and Fresh are still going after people's wives? Like, King Life says they just say the word with no real example. Like, there's nothing... Like, what is he talking about?
There's new stuff, Donovan.
What new stuff, Lead?
This video that Abin Preach did, it's not about the August stuff. It's about the November.
Oh, here we go. Now O'Shea is in the chat. Okay. All right. Well, yep. Okay. Well, this makes sense now. This makes sense now. O'Shea is in the chat now. Yep. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, this explains all of it. This explains everything. This explains it. This explains it, man. This explains everything. Now O'Shea's in the chat. Wow. Technomage B5 says Technomage B5 says this doesn't add up. No, actually, this adds up fairly quickly. Yeah. Street Fighter 88 says I'm seeing some us versus them BS. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. This is incredible. That's it. That's it. This all makes perfect sense, man. And I suspected it. I mean, I didn't suspect. I mean, you guys heard me thinking out loud, right? I was like, well, who knows? I don't know. Maybe O'Shea put this. Maybe O'Shea put TLA up to this because I'm told O'Shea did another video on me or whatever. I don't care. Whatever. Right? This is Ice Dragon Kid says lines have been drawn. You might be right. You might be right. You might be right, Dragon. You might be right. You might be right. Because we know O'Shea kicked
November stuff.
Hang on a second. Because we know O'Shea kicked everybody out. Kicked Myron and Fresh out of the Manosphere, right? We remember that? I'm gonna put the chat on the big screen. Just hang on a second. Because I'm not even because I'll tell you what, you can tell a lot about what's going on just based on what you see in the chat. So let's see here. Black Pill Revolution says Donovan Sharp needs to mind his own business. Look at this. Do you see this, guys? Do you see this? Do you guys see what is happening? Black Pill Revolution is in the chat. Black Pill Revolution is in the chat. I don't even know. I have no idea who he is, but he's got several hit videos on me. This is incredible. This is incredible. So so Black Gnostic Speaks is also in here. Okay. All right. Shout out to O'Shea and TLA. I didn't see what Black Gnostic Speaks said. Maybe he said something. Maybe he said something funny. O'Shea clearly in the chat. Makeup says, did somebody get some peeps mad? This actually, guys, this likes, oh, that's cute. Donna Vanna. That's funny. That's actually quite original. Oh, they're actually reporting me watching in the chat. Wow. Yep. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. It's clear. It's clear what's happening. It's clear what's happening. The fact that O'Shea showed up in the chat. Tells me all I need to know about what's happening. Damn, dude. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wait. I stopped following Donovan because he is delusional. Awesome. Some chick says, don't speed past her question. This is what happens when the BS is now mixed in the messaging. Donovan isn't here watching. We have a contradiction. Look at the lawyer work. All right. Well, yeah, man. This is, oh, wow. Oh, I'm cartoonish. Wow. Yeah, I think this was I think this might have been a hatchet job. Guys. I can't imagine. Like, I can't imagine that lead would take a call from O'Shea, and O'Shea says, hey, man, I want you to talk all this shit about Donovan. KMM says set up for clout, don't fall for it. I don't care. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Elijah Stalling says, good seeing you, Mr. Sharp. Appreciate that. Dre Dugan, hang on a second. Dre Dugan says, you said Fresh was trolling, but I think TLA is the greatest troll. He's gonna bring 100K and break 100K in grand fashion. 100K coming with TLA Donovan debate. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. TLA is definitely he's gonna pass me in subscribers. That's for sure. He has a good show, man. Like, I think he draws like 4,000 people per show. So good for him. Elijah Stalling says, why is TLA acting as if A&P is holier than thou? It makes no sense. Yeah, like, I would agree. Yeah, this is insane. I can't believe this. Dude, a lot of this stuff that I'm seeing now, seeing now is Street Fighter 88 says this definitely smells like money exchanged hands. Nah, I wouldn't go that far. But the fact that O'Shea jumped in there, that definitely got my antennas going for sure. Listen, the reason I tuned in was because, like, I honestly wanted to see, like, an honest critique. Like, I said, okay, I respect the lead attorney. I mean, I thought he was going to be biased. That's why I kind of tuned in and said, all right, okay. If I made a mistake in some kind of way, hey, look, man, I'm willing to take my medicine on the air, live, and in living color, but I just don't think that's, you have to be biased, and it doesn't sound like he is very biased. He is, and listen, nobody said he had to be, but if he says if he's going to call me out for being biased, there's a reasonable expectation that he himself would be biased, because if Donovan Sharp is biased and that's a bad thing, one would automatically think that TLA would be biased, but it appears that he is 100%. He is as in the tank for Abba and Preach, as well as O'Shea, as I am for Fresh and Fit. Wow, this is insane. This is crazy. This is nuts. This is absolute craziness. This is, oh my God. Guys, look, listen, I apologize. I try to come on and provide value, but hey, man, I thought that I was gonna. And listen, man, like I was willing to come on and get dressed down, but it is what it is, man. I mean, I thought that, you know. Oh boy. Well, oop, pardon me. All right, well, yeah. I thought it was a, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. There's no need talking about that anymore. I thought that this was going to be, a bias toward type of thing, and it turns out that it wasn't. Does that make the lead attorney a bad guy? No, it is what it is, man. Damn it. Get that off of there. There we go. Yeah, Black Wolfing says he's only attacking you, not your breakdown. Yeah, like he hasn't. I don't know. This seems, this whole thing seems a little sketch to me. This whole thing seems a little bit sketch to me. Like that's just a little. Then O'Shea was in there. Ah, boy. King of Life says he's a bad guy. Listen, man, I'm not willing to say that. I don't, who knows? Who knows, man? But like I said, in the end, guys, what we have to realize and understand is that just because, so Myron and Fresh got exposed. All right. Okay, they got exposed, they made mistakes, blah, 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 blah. That does not automatically make everything that they have said and taught on their podcast untrue. Clearly, they bring value. Yes, they're entertaining, and they also bring value. This is why they're going to crack 500,000 subscribers. This is why they're going to crack 1 million next year. Right? Like, this is... Like, at some point, it's going to happen because they provide value. And I recognize Myron's talent from the start. Dude, Myron will tell you about the conversation. You guys remember, dude, what was it, almost 3 years ago? Myron used to call into my show every day. Hey, man, it's Myron in Miami. Blah, 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 blah. I decided to have him on to do, talk about fitness and diet. Then he started talking about girls. I was like, whoa, you really know your shit. Then that's when we started weights and dates. Then he just took off. I recognized, dude, I told him, I said, man, you really have a chance to make a very good living doing this. Your boy was right. Your boy was right. Sinister Seed with 15, I have no idea, says, this is just high school girls drama. Arguments are funny. I suggest you and Fresh and Fit push your regular content and stay away. Yeah. No, that's good. That's good advice. That's good advice. I wasn't going to go anywhere near that. I wasn't going to, but I thought that TLA was going to give like an honest, unbiased assessment of my biased assessment towards Aben Preach. And it appears that it's turned into him just attacking me. It's, boy. Yeah. Yeah, listen, guys, when I do breakdowns, I do breakdowns on what is said. Every once in a while, I will give my opinion on something, because if my opinion is apropos to what is being said on the screen, then yeah, it is what it is. But it just appears that it was just all opinion. Which is fine, but he said... Oh, okay. So apparently, Oh, 15 shekels. Oh, $4.71. Okay, cool. Very good. Very good. Yeah, you know what? Let's open up the phone lines. Let's open up the phone lines, man. Let me go ahead and queue up the phone lines here, guys. Listen, this is going to be a very, very, very interesting conversation because I'm sure that there are going to be some people who are watching who would love to call up and give me a piece of their mind. So let me go ahead and set this up quickly. Yeah, this is guys, listen guys, I can assure you this is not to hang on a second. I can assure you guys this is not to like I wasn't trying to get all into the drama stuff. I just thought that he was going to give an honest assessment of my assessment, but it doesn't appear that that's what's happening. So we're going to open up the phone lines. Blah, 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 blah. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. No, my instincts, my spidey senses are going off. My spidey senses are going off. Yeah. I think it's time to yeah, Blackmail Media says, Donovan, don't let this throw you off. No, this isn't going to throw me off. I'm not. Dude, listen, I appreciate that. I really, really do. But it's just, you know, I'm not a, how can I put this? I've been through worse than this. You know, I've been through far worse than this. And it just appears that something is very, very fishy about this. Yeah. Joshua Nana with the €5 says, Yo, Donovan, would you consider debating him now? Your skill to articulate yourself is as good as not better than TLA. There's no need for me to debate him. Maybe I can discuss this with him. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm happy to discuss it with him, but I'm not trying to debate anybody. It's, you know. Johnny Virtuous, $5 says, dude, this guy is so emotionally attached to the word friends, it's really effeminate. I don't know. I don't understand why a man can't defend his friends. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, yeah, okay, so listen, man. Like, I admitted, I was like, guys, I'm biased because these guys are my friends. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Does that take away a little bit from the credibility? Yeah, sure, but that doesn't mean that everything that I pointed out about Abba and Preach were incorrect, right? Like, yeah, I admitted I was biased, but you want to know something? Having a bias is the reason why shit gets found out. Abba and Preach are clearly biased against Myron and Fresh. That's why they put out all of that information about them. They didn't do it objectively. They did it through a bias. That's fine. They didn't break any laws. But bias is how things get done. Reporters are biased. Reporters hate the people they're reporting on. That's why they dig deep for the stories. Reporters hate congressmen. They hate, you know, people who are in politics. That's why they always relish themselves with excitement when they expose an affair or a drug habit or when this guy's a switch hitter. Yeah, they relish in stuff like this. Bias makes the world go round. Let's just say you had a congressman who was having an affair with another man, and one of his best friends was a reporter. Do you think his best friend would report on that illicit affair with another man? Of course not, because he's biased towards his friend. Hey, man, can you keep this under wraps? Like, there's a reasonable expectation that your reporter friend will keep his mouth shut because that's your friend. Now, if somebody who was, if somebody who is an enemy got wind of that, of course they're going to report it because your enemies are biased against you. I don't like Abba and Preach. That's no secret. Fresh and Fit, Abba and Preach don't like Fresh and Fit. It's clear that they don't like Fresh and Fit. So what they say about Fresh and Fit all of a sudden has more credibility than me talking about them. Abba and Preach don't like Fresh and Fit. Okay, fine. They don't have to. I don't like Abba and Preach. So now all of a sudden I've lost all credibility because I've admitted that I don't like them and I talk about the things that I think they're wrong about. No, to me, that's just about picking sides. It appears that the lead attorney is just, he's picked a side. And listen, that doesn't make him a bad guy. But you don't get to say, hey, Donovan Sharp is biased because, number one, I admitted that I was biased, but you can't chastise someone for not only admitting that they're biased, but then express bias yourself. If you're going to say, listen, if you're going to talk about this kind of stuff, you can't be biased. It appears that that's the point of view that he's talking about this from. Clearly, he is in the A&P camp. Okay, but fam, you got to come out and say that. You got to come out and admit that. Yerson, $3 says, damn, no phone. Yeah, too bad. Too bad. Just some old guy, $5 says, no one on YouTube can do breakdowns like or as good as you. This is what keeps me coming back for more. I tip my hat to you, sir. Appreciate that very, very much. Appreciate that very, very much. Yeah, my spidey senses are going off about the phone lines. Because I think that there are some people who would jump on my lines and talk all reckless. Geeky Anomaly says, don't worry, Don, I won't get you banned. Yeah, man. I just, I was going to take my medicine, man. I was going to be like, hey, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Yeah, he says the people over there are watching as well. Yeah. This to me feels like a setup. This feels like a setup. The fact that, and I got to find my phone to find out who called me, because that may be, who knows, maybe that was Kevin trying to tip me off. Hey man, like, just so you know, TLA is breaking down your breakdown of Abba and Preach. But the fact that O'Shea was in the chat, that was, that coagulated a lot of things for me. So this Dragon Kid says, seems like once again what O'Shea touches turns to crap. Oh, O'Shea Duke Jackson, man, the bane of my existence. I have two banes of my existence. I've got O'Shea on one side, I got Anthony Johnson on the other. And now those two are all playing nice because they both hate me. Dre Raven says, I think TLA is trying to stir to create drama to give him views. Okay, fine. And Devin says, what do you expect from shit stirrers? Yeah, O'Shea's a shit stirrer. He falls out with everybody. He falls out with everybody. He falls out with everybody. He fell out with ARC. He fell out with Obsidian. It's just like I said on that video 2 summers ago. It's always somebody. It's always something. I knew my dude. I was like, dude, this dude is I'm going to fall out with this dude. You wait and see. Boom. My brother called it 6 months before. He's like, look, dude, you got to watch out for this O'Shea character. He was right. But, yeah, listen, O'Shea is king of the hood. his audience, and listen, good for him. He's built up a good audience. But his audience likes to be entertained. His audience likes to be entertained. His audience, and anyone who supports O'Shea is not going to support me, so I don't give a fuck. But O'Shea's audience seems to think that he is some sort of wise sage of wisdom. No. No. Nope. O'Shea is he's a very good entertainer. He's very good at shit stirring. He's very good at nigga shit, which is why he's probably crack 200,000 subscribers. That's what his audience tunes in for, is nigga shit. The tea about rapper or athlete getting this pregnant. Okay, hey man, hey, listen, it pays his bills, it makes him the money. I'm not mad at him. I am not mad at him. But when he tries to position himself as some sort of authority on masculinity or the way men should live life, that's fucking laughable. He's been in medical school for the last 25 years. He's supposed to become a doctor. I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. He's always talking about taking exams and shit. I've never seen any proof of any of that stuff. And it is what it is, man. Yeah, and listen, he's going to be successful until, listen, there's always going to be people out there. Listen, man, there's always going to be niggas that want to be entertained. There's a difference between black people and niggas. That's it. Black men, we want to self-improve. We hold ourselves accountable, right? Niggas just want to see niggas fight. They want the tea and whose baby mama said this about what rapper and this and that. Hey man, if that's what you're entertained by, I'm not mad at you. You know, shit, every once in a while I'll catch myself watching those videos. I just don't have time for that kind of stuff. That doesn't make me any better or worse than him. That's just, that's just the way my audience is. That's the way my audience is. There's nothing educational about what O'Shea does. O'Shea doesn't teach anybody anything. The only thing O'Shea teaches people how to do is nigga shit. That's really it. So, but listen, the joke's on me. Has got more subscribers than I do. So, I mean, he's got more subs than me, man. So look, I can't hate on him too bad. Shit. If promoting nigga shit is the way to get to 200,000, I just don't know how to do that stuff. That's why I'm just all, it is what it is. It is what it is. The one thing that O'Shea can, the one piece of dirt he has on me is that I wrote 4 articles for him that I also wrote for Roosh, and I just blackened him up. He found out about it, called me out on it, and I wrote him 4 separate articles. It was what it was. Yes, I tried the shortcut. Does it make me a terrible person? I don't know. Apparently O'Shea thinks that makes me just utterly reprehensible. Nah, it is what it is. Oh, Black Wolf Inc. says a chick over there just said you ain't black. They gotta, listen, man, them over there, they gotta come up with some more original, they gotta come up with more original, like, do you know how many times these people, that's right, I said you people. I swear to God, man, niggas always use the same attacks, don't they? Yo mama black, you talk white, you ain't black. They don't, stop trying to kiss up to white people. They don't like you. Blah, 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 blah. And I've heard this shit. I've heard this shit now for 30 fucking years, man. They got to come up with something else. Yerson $5 says it's all good, Don. Hope to talk to you again one day about this BS in a respectful manner. Also, shout out to Black Wolf Inc. sporting FF to blacks to all of you. Wow. I appreciate that. I think that's what this is. I think O'Shea gets a kick. He gets a kick out of talking shit about me. He's not one of us and he's got no right to, nigga, I can talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. O'Shea is another one of those people who talks. He speaks as though he would not say what he says on the air to my face. He would never say what he says on the air to my face. He would never do that. He's not that stupid. He's not that dumb. Blackmail Media says, what does your blackness have to do with the video defending Fresh and Fit? Absolutely nothing. But those people over there use my lack of blackness as a way to discredit me. Yeah. That's, and dude, O'Shea, dude, he's been doing that for the longest. And hey, man, that's his audience. That's what they like, man. That's what they like. And listen, O'Shea feels that type of way, man. When he did his official Fresh and Fit kick out video, as though he is somehow the leader of the Black Manosphere, he says, yeah, they can go over there with the White Manosphere, Rollo and Donovan. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna take the advice of there it is. I'm going to take the advice of Sinister Seed with the 15 shekels. Says, I suggest you and Fresh and Fit push your regular content and stay away. Yeah, dude, nobody wins in this situation. Nobody wins in this situation, man. They just don't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I say or do. People are going to think whatever they think. They're going to think whatever they want to think. Even after Anthony Johnson came after me, all it really did was piss me off. My subscribership stayed the same. It stayed the same. Yeah, there was some backlash, but it took a little bit of a financial hit, but I'm okay. I'm good. I've effectively shut down the 21 convention. Nobody's going to that. Emmett Trill says, you should call into the show, man. It would be lit. Yeah, it would be lit. I'm not, dude. Look, man. Look. I'm through with nigga shit. I'm done with it. I'm through with nigga shit. If anybody comes out, and listen, man, what was her name? H is the letter H, Helena, when she came out after Kevin Samuels, I defended Kevin. I defended Kevin because he's my fucking friend. Right? I defended Kevin Samuels because he is my friend. That's why. When that, what was her name? The beauty is in the eye of the beholder. When that chick, Breenie Lee, when she came out after Kevin, I broke down her video and defended Kevin. Because Kevin is my friend. That's why I did that. I'm not going to apologize for defending men who are my friends because they're my friends. And when I defended my friends, I called out the bad behavior. I said, look, they should not have done X, Y, and Z. I didn't just blindly defend them. I acknowledged everything. But people are dismissing that 5-hour live stream as though it didn't matter. Dude, Fresh and Fit showed receipt after receipt after receipt. They said, these are the things you got right. These are the things you got wrong. The video that I did breaking down Nina unrated, that was a work of art. That was a work of art. That effectively exonerated Fresh and Fit from whatever Nina was. Oh, they was trying to fuck and this and that. Oh, dude, don't nobody believe that hoe. Like, Nina's trying to fuck everybody. Like, come on, man. Like, we already knew. Ridiculous, man. But I'm not. No. I'm not. Dude, I'm not. Just like when, after I did that response video to O'Shea's bullshit 2 summers ago, I said, listen, this is the last I'm going to address it. I'm going to do my own thing. 40,000 subscribers later, I ended up winning. That. It does me no good. It does me no good to be involved in nigga shit. I'm just not good at it. I'm just not. I'm a black man. I ain't no nigga. I'm not good at going back and forth and just roasting niggas. That's just not what I do. No, What I do is I translate female communication. That's what I do. I break down videos, I break down podcasts, I break down all that stuff. That's what I do. I'm not going to do what I'm not good at doing. And I'm not good at nigga shit. So I'll let them do all of that over there. Because you want to be over there. Over where? In the white manosphere where I was kicked out this summer? Just like Chris Rock famously said, he said, I love black people, but I hate niggas. Bugsy Smooth, $5 says, longtime listener of yours, Donovan, since 2017. Wow. This is my first super chat. You always struck me as a solid dude, and that fresh and fit Abba and Preach breakdown proof that. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that very much. Black Wolf Inc. says, Donovan, a black chick wants to know why you dislike black women. I don't dislike black women. I just don't fuck with them. Just because I don't date black women doesn't mean I don't like them. These bitches are all the same. Because you ain't fucking or dating black women, you must hate them. Nope. Don't dislike black women. 3 of the women I love the very most all happen to be black. My mama and my 2 sisters love them very much. Love them very much. Yeah, Street Fighter 88 says there's no point. Cold Rain says calling it is what he wants him to do. He's lucky to even get a response reaction video. That's the thing. I didn't intend on this being a response video. Like, I was like, okay, all right, listen, man. All right, I respect the lead attorney. He's going to give me an unbiased breakdown of what I should have said, what I shouldn't have said. That thing went sideways very quickly. Street Fighter 88 says if you were defending Kevin Samuels, there would be no video on you. Yep. Ella Marshall, $20 says TLA not a bad guy, but I sense he does what he does for views, attention, and clout. Okay. Doesn't bring any real value. His points are not strong enough. Keep doing what you do, Donovan. Your breakdown on Abba and Preach was on point. Listen, I'm not against somebody talking about things to get views. Right? Like, how can I put this? Like, Kevin Ray Wilder, the way he does it, he's trying to do a shortcut. Like, that's disingenuous. He doesn't critique anybody. What Kevin Ray Wilder does is he talks shit about them and makes fun of them and talks all this shit and says, well, you don't want to come on and debate me, then you're not Red Pill. That's the bitch way of doing it. I don't know. I don't have anything against TLA. It's just clear that his bias is showing. And it's clear that I can't really swim in those waters anymore. Like, I like TLA, but... Lele Zero says, will there be a Tuesday show with Torsha? Yes. I'm going to be in Miami, so it's probably going to have to be a little bit later on in the day, but yes. Yes. Sinister Seed with the 60 shekels. But I got to say, when you're going to be on Fresh and Fit, it's going to be lit. That's how you win. And as a black guy not from the U.S., I get a lot of that you ain't black, so I get what you mean with O'Shea. Yeah, man. Yeah. Dude, what happened with O'Shea was sad, man, because I honestly thought, I'll never forget, dude, I'll never, ever forget this. He calls me up on Thanksgiving Day. He actually called me up, I want to say the day before I actually went and met with Obsidian in person. And is like, yeah, I'm doing this negromanosphere.com. I've seen what you write for Roosh, and you could be very good at this and this and that and the third. And so I'm thinking, okay. Like, I didn't plan on taking a racial component to it, but, O'Shea was an articulate brother, and he said, hey, listen, man, we could really use your talent trying to get the website up. Cool. I honestly thought that it was going to be, I thought that I'd be met with a little more, right? I figured, you know what, man? All the bullshit that I dealt with in high school and in college and in my everyday life, I'm sure people are past that. Nope, it's worse. It's worse. I get this, dude. I get called the same names I was called in high school. Incidentally enough, by the same people. Yeah. Black Wolf Inc. says O'Shea caused too much beef within the Black Manosphere with how he attacked Angry Man and ARC. I got news for you, Black Wolf Inc. There is no Black Manosphere. There never was. There never was, man. Just because some fake wannabe doctor who claims he's going to medical school buys negromanosphere.com, buys the domain, doesn't mean there's a black manosphere. There is one manosphere, and that one manosphere has white people and black people in it. Just calling it the black manosphere, dude, calling it the black manosphere, that's, I mean, dude, O'Shea is all about segregation, man. He's all about segregation. He told me, he's like, yo, look, check this out, man. I'm not like, I don't want to work with, like, this is when during our conversation, when I told him, I was like, yo, Anthony Johnson's thinking about doing a Black 21 convention. He called me up, man. We talked for like 2 hours. He's like, man, at the end of the day, I don't want to work with it. I don't trust white people. Whoa. All right. Like, that's what it was. That's what it was. And so that's when I sort of figured out, oh, okay, O'Shea is not interested in working with the other side. He's only interested, and if he's only interested in working with brothers, that's cool. That's cool. But you're really limiting yourself. You really are limiting yourself. I'm fortunate enough to have made envoys with a lot of different content creators. Most of those relationships have proven to be fruitful. Others, not so much. Not so much. But I'm glad that I've made the relationships that I've made, man. You know, I'm glad. Says Abba might be joining the stream. Not interested. Not interested. I'm just not like, I'm not interested in all of that. I'm just not. I'm not. That's nigga shit, man. That's just nigga shit. Like, again, like I said, we're all beating a dead horse at this point. Oh, Fresh and fraud, this and that and the other. Okay. All right. They exposed Myron and Fresh out on Jump Street. Myron and Fresh did a 5-hour live stream, addressed everything, took all the questions. They've moved on. All Ab and Preach were waiting to do. Oh, okay. They seem to be, oh, their subscribers are going back up again? Yeah, let's do this again. Those pretentious fucks. But I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to apologize for defending people I have characterized as my friends. Okay? Black Wolf Inc., I'm not jumping in there. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't care. It doesn't make any sense for me to jump in there and mix shit up. Matthew A. says, why is there such a strong effort by black men in the manosphere to take out the young brothers, Fresh and Fit? They have the courage to show us the BTS, the behind the scenes of their private life. Others in the manosphere never. I don't know. This is just... It's insane, man. I agree. I agree. Forrest Whitaker's character in The Godfather of Harlem said the same thing. He said, listen, man, the biggest speed bump to the advancement of our race is ourselves. Always has been. Always has been. That's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. Yeah, Black Wolf Inc. says, you know what? You're damn right and I'm wrong. Okay, don't bother justifying yourself to people who just want to mock and ridicule a black man. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like I could go on there and argue every point and just verbal jujitsu and just... I'm still not gonna. That's not gonna prove anything. That's not gonna prove anything. Everyone in that chat has got their mind made up. That's not a biased audience, right? That's not a biased audience. What do I have to gain by going in there and getting? Dude, you want to know what? I used to do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday when I did the Brother Pill. That's the kind of audience I'm talking to. Some of the Brother Pill love was cool, but dude, most people in there, they didn't want to hear what the fuck I had to say. They called me Uncle Tom and a coon and all this other kind of stuff. Like, no, it does me no good to go over there. Oh, Donovan's scared. Yes, I'm scared to waste my time on something that has absolutely no bearing on my brand. No. Everyone over there have already made up their mind. There is nothing I can say or do to change the minds of people who just want to shit on me. Fine. Hey, you know what? You got to be polarizing. You got to be polarizing. So, but the fact that Abba is now talking about your boy, I don't know. Maybe I get a little bit of a spike now, right? Maybe I get a little bit of a spike. Black Wolf Inc. says, I watched the Brother Pearl all in for you. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, Geeky Anomaly says, I predict they'll call you a coward for avoiding the trap. They can call me whatever I want. They can call me whatever they want. Donovan Sharp, I can see Abba and Priest now. Donovan Sharp, a coward, and then Abba with the... Nigga, please. Yeah, I liked LA. Dude, LAR, yo, I'm going to tell you what. Now, I missed that nigga. LAR movement? Man, I'm going to tell you what. That's what hurt the most, man, is that, dude, I loved LAR, man. LAR was he was my boy. Yo. Those are the days, man. Like, I'm not going to act like my time on the Brother Pill was all bad, because me and LAR, man, god damn, those are the fucking good old days. Those are the good old days, man. God damn. Man, you had to say something about LAR, man. That was my dog, man. Oh, this is great. This is great. All I can really say is look at O'Shea's surroundings and look at mine. Since he and I started working together, I have steadily improved the quality of my content and the production value. And O'Shea has not. So, yeah, Blackmail Media says you're winning with this. Yeah. I mean, dude, I'm not going to go over there and get lambasted. Fuck that. Hoss Strike says they don't want Donovan to challenge him to a boxing match. Dude, I'd smoke Abba. I don't know about Preach. I've heard Preach can throw hands. I don't know, in a boxing match, I think, and I've never seen Preach throw hands before, so he looks like a pretty thick dude. In a boxing match, I couldn't predict a boxing match. In a street fight, I don't know. Maybe he would be, I don't know, if we fought 10 times, maybe he wins 6 times, maybe I win 4, maybe it's the other way around, I don't know. But I'll tell you this, anyone who has ever beaten me in a fight did not go unscathed. That listen, you might knock me out cold, you might curb stomp me, but trust me, you're gonna catch these hands. I might, dude, you might knock my ass out, but I'm gonna tell you what, you'll be at the crib with the with the frozen peas, on your eye and toilet paper up your nose. Oh, like Mike Tyson's Punch Out? Yeah, that'd be great. All right, guys. Yeah, Ice Dragon Kid says, if you don't give them oxygen, they will just burn out, so let them burn out. Listen, I'm going to take the advice. I'm going to take the advice of Sinister Seed with his $4.71 super chat. Just concentrate on pushing your content. That's it. So, Geeky says, Abba's former army, don't know too much about hand-to-hand training. Dude, I'd smoke Abba. Preach looks like a pretty thick dude. Like, listen, I'm not going to sit here and call Preach a bitch like that, because he looks pretty thick. He looks thick. He looks strong. Abba's got man tits. I don't think Abba's not the type, like, you can tell Preach has been hit in the face a few times. Like, you can tell. Like, it's funny. You can tell the difference between someone who's been hit in the face and someone who has not been. As someone who's been hit in the face plenty of time, I can personally attest to you, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. Getting hit in the face, fuck. At the time, it doesn't really suck so much, but after the fight, that's when it really starts to suck. Oh, that's when it starts to suck. But half the time, people don't want to fight because they're afraid of the unknown. They think if they get hit in the face, they're going to somehow die. It could happen, but come on. Getting hit in the face sucks, but it's not the end of the world. It is what it is. It is what it is. Either way. Oh, God. Alato Enterprises says, I know you don't want to join the stream, but if you show them what a clear glass of the truth looks like, it will pay off, even if the audience in the moment is delusional. No, not falling for that. Nope. Nope. That's on somebody else's platform, man. And listen, you guys know that I'm not afraid to debate anybody. I'll debate anybody anytime, anywhere. But that is like that's a trap. That's a trap, man. That's a trap. And TLA is as fair as they come as far as debates go. But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So. Yeah, let him. I'm not gonna let him. No matter what. Here's the thing. No matter what I say, those who are in my camp are going to remain in my camp, and those who are not are going to remain not in my camp. I'm not gonna go on a live stream and debate somebody if there is no chance to change the hearts and minds of anybody. That's pointless. Stupid. What's just to get on there and just run off at the mouth? Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it. By the way, Geeky Anomaly suggested. So I've got some new duds. I've got some new Vice City Donovan. I've got some new Vice City Donovan duds, guys. I got them overnighted. You guys will see them. That is. You guys will see them live and in living color. Oh, this is a really nice one. Oh, yes. Live and in living color. Starting tomorrow. Yes. I am flying to Miami tomorrow afternoon. And we are going to, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Rolo Tomasi will be down there. Dude, Jesus. Man, we got a lot of catching up to do. Black Wolf Inc., $5 says, Family Guy never took a shot back at South Park after they spent 2 episodes clowning them. It was free marketing for Seth MacFarlane and Ian. Yeah, exactly. And South Park is not even around anymore. They're doing some once-in-a-while video special. Like, who the dude, I watched South Park in college. That's how old that goddamn show is, but yeah. Street Fighter 88 says Cuban drug lord Donovan. Let's stick with Vice City Donovan. Let's stick with Vice City Donovan. Give you guys a little taste here. I've already got these motherfuckers clean and ready to roll. So Vice City Donovan is loading. I'm going to have to change the thumbnail. As well as the title to this. I thank you guys all very, 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 very much for tuning in. I apologize for not talking about what I thought I was going to talk about, but I think we learned a lot here today. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.